Hello, this is another edition of the Stuart Doll Show on Saturday, May the 2nd. It is about 11:31 p.m. I've just gotten home from hanging out with my buddy Jonathan Moline. We just hung out, watched a movie, sat around and chat and whatnot. Um, Other than that, it's been a really good end to my Saturday night. I'm just now sitting in the man cave, watching some TV, working on my laptop and that. Um, it was a Today was a pretty warm day, probably one of the warmest days of the year. But it's Manitoba for you. What do you expect? What else? I'm almost done all my sports. I'm pretty much I'm done. I'm done curling for the season. That ended in March. I'm officially done bowling for the season. Now I don't go back till September the 12th. And I'm almost done swimming for the season. I have another month to go. Um, I've accomplished a lot in the sports that I compete in. I've accomplished a lot in swimming, and I think in my mind my greatest accomplishment in curling was when I was a part of the winning B Division championship team at the 2015 Special Olympic Winter Games, which were held here in Winnipeg. That team was led by my skip and teammate Marty Tome, my friend Kelly Samagalski as the third, me as the second, and my friend Caitlin Bolin as our lead. We did very, very well that Saturday. We won all of our games except for the crossover game. It didn't really matter when it came to the medal standings and whatnot. Um, Other than that, in my spare time, I like to watch old cartoons on Teletoon Retro. There's some pretty interesting ones. But also my spare time when I'm not involved in sports during the summer months, I like to spend it with friends and my girlfriend and that. Um, I That's pretty much the only time of the year that I get to spend time with my friends because all of my sports are during the fall and winter months, like bowling, swimming, and curling. And then also when I'm coaching wrestling with the wrestling team at Grand Park High School, and that. So I'm pretty busy all the time, but the main busy time of the year is the fall and winter months for me because of all the sports and me helping out with the wrestling team as a level A wrestling coach. I've accomplished a lot in my wrestling career. Um, my greatest accomplishment was becoming the first ever Special Olympic Division provincial champion for high school wrestling. I only had to beat 2 other guys. Other than that, I've accomplished a lot in all my sports. And that, other than that, in my spare time, I do dryland training for swimming. I split it between strength and cardio, so I'm not always doing the same thing all the time. But yeah, yeah, I'm just winding down for the day. Sitting here having a couple soft drinks, having some nice air popped popcorn with some good popcorn seasoning, and that. What else? I'm hoping this year for the Stanley Cup playoffs, I hope a Canadian team wins the Stanley Cup, because it would be nice if a Canadian team wins the Stanley Cup, because in the previous years it's always been American teams. But it all depends on how Calgary plays in the second round against the Anaheim Ducks. And it also depends on how well the Montreal Canadiens play in their second round playoff series against the Tampa Bay Lightning. But we'll just see how this all plays out. But other than that, I also enjoy watching other sports on TV, from like baseball, football. When it comes to football, I watch both CFL and NFL. Sometimes it's hard for me to watch NFL football because I'm always out of the house, like especially like 5 days a week, 3 days a week. Of those days, I'm at Sturgeon Creek Retirement Residence in Building 1, and at Equal Opportunities West, who I belong to and have since I've been out of high school. Equal Opportunities West were the people that helped me get a job, but it was all because of me, but they helped me out. I have a very good support network when it comes to, certain things. If I, have any problems, I always have my mom to talk to, or, any other person that I know in my life. Yeah, other than that, I try to watch TV and that most of the time, but usually the only time I watch TV is when I'm at home, because I'm constantly busy and that out of the house every day of the week. What else? I also like to play video games on my PS2. I like to play shooting games and that, ranging from like Medal of Honor, European Assault, Medal of Honor, Rising Sun, Tom Clancy Ghost Recon, Advanced Warfighter, SOCOM Navy SEALs 1 and 2, and Hitman, and WWE, and all the games that I have for my PS2. And I have the original PS2 that came out. It's the big and bulky version, as opposed to the skinny version. That, other than that, I've enjoyed my weekend so far. Um, well, I am now signing off. This has been another edition to the Short Doll Show. I'll be making another video probably tomorrow or some other time. Y'all have a good evening now. For you kids, stay out of trouble, stay safe, and that. And signing off. Thanks. Alvida saying peace.